I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Elevation Nation Conversations. God, Body, Sean. All right. Elevation Nation Conversations. God, Body, Sean. I'm here. What's going on? How y'all doing? It's a Sunday evening. Just tapping in, checking in with y'all. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Oh man, I hate doing videos like this, but it's we always try to use it as a learning tool. And I saw this video of a young man getting basically murdered on his Ring camera. I think he's a rapper up in the Philly area, a locally known rapper. And I'm not sure if I don't think he had beef or anything like that. I read a little bit of the story, but it didn't make that clear. But what they did say is they say he wasn't really on that type of time. They say that he was kind of more about positivity and telling the brothers to put the guns down and, stop the violence and things like that. And, when you're doing things and you got motion, you kind of building and growing, and some of your other peers or your other people in the area, they're not growing like you. That's when the jealousy set in. So I'm thinking it was maybe a jealousy situation or something like that, and just things went crazy. And it's just another one of those videos to kind of show that confirm that the rap culture is just trash right now. Not sure what's going on with the rap culture, what's going on with these young brothers, but it's basically trash. We got too many cats that are from the streets that are trying to bring the street shit into the music scene, but they're not understanding that the music is meant to get you away from the streets. It's cool to talk about your experiences and what you went through and what's going on out there, but you have to balance that. It's a thin line. You have to balance that. And I know because I was an artist. Excuse me, I'm talking with my Invisalign in, so it make me talk with a lisp. Trying to get my smile correct. I ain't going down to no damn Dominican Republic. I'm using my real teeth. Matter of fact, you take them out. Excuse me. Should I can talk better. But the reason why I know this is because I used to be a rap artist. I'm from Chicago. I was in the street to a certain extent, certain level or whatever, and I chose to kind of leave and leave that behind and put all that down and go into the music industry. But I wasn't taking that with me. I'm older, I'm 49, so I understood and I knew that I'm not gonna get on record, on camera, or none of that saying any of that craziness in my records, because I know you can self-incriminate and self-indict yourself. A lot of these rappers don't understand that shit. That's why Young Thug is going through what he's going through right now, and a lot of other rappers have gotten caught up in talking about what they did or claim they did on record, and now they're using those records to come and get you and indict you and put you away, basically. So I understood and I knew that concept from back in the day. That was something that my family, my uncles, all of them, they always told me. You don't talk about what you did or what you're doing. No, that's how they get you. What's going on with my light? I'm using my laptop camera, so I guess it's making the light go dim and bright on its own. But we'll work with it. But that's one of the things that my uncles and my cousins, they always told me when I was when we was in the drug game, dope game, gang banging and all that. You don't speak about what you're doing or what you did. Whether it's on record, to anybody else, any of that. That's some shit you don't do because it will come back and haunt you, and they can use it against you, and it will put you in a box or in the grave. But this video right here is a video of like I said, a young man. He was at his house. He has a Ring camera, and I think he saw some guys kind of posted up in a car on his block, and he was wondering what they were doing, so he was kind of suspicious of it. So he went out to confront them. And I gotta warn you, first of all, fair use, copyright strikes, use them for educational purposes. This is a violent video, and it does show the worst case scenario, what can happen when you live in that street life and what goes on. But may this young man rest in peace. I hope they find and catch who did this to him and lock their ass up. But we're gonna use it as a learning tool and just a learning scenario. And we're gonna let the video play, and then I'll come back and give you my commentary on it and what I've learned from my days of being in the street and from getting into the music industry and things like that, and just take it from there. So, Elevation Nation Conversations, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let's learn from this video so we can build and grow. And I'll check y'all back in a minute. But let's check it out. We're gonna watch the video all the way through. And like I say, it's a graphic video. If you don't want to see it, you can pause the video now and come back after the video is shown. But we're not trying to exploit the young man's death or anything like that. But we want to use it as a learning tool. So let's check it out, and then I'll come back and talk to you about how I feel about it and what I understand from it and my views on the situation.
I'm stronger, never in my life have I felt more stronger. I'm stronger, less some shit behind, so it's me.
Bro, wallahi, I asked you 5 questions. I just knocked it. Bro, you in a bullshit room with no lights on. I run it. I just asked you. Huh? Bro, somebody shot me. Bro, are you listening to what I'm saying, bro? Somebody hit my crib up before, bro. You sitting in front of my crib, bro.
Hit his crib up. Yo!
What is wrong with him?
What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo! Yo!
Call me!
Pops held us down to moms cheated. Single mom, 3 kids, things getting heated. Surrounded by
Oh my God, that is a shocking, tragic, and sad situation. Video that happened is horrible. This young man was at his home basically, and he's coming out because, like I say, he saw someone sitting in a vehicle parked on his block, and I guess he was kind of paranoid. I don't know if he got something going on in the streets or anything like that. The rapper's name is Fat G's, but he felt the need to come out and confront these brothers while they sitting in the car, because he didn't want them, to shoot up his house. So he just wanted to know what was going on, and that's the #1 mistake right there. If you inside your residence, there's no need for you to come outside and confront anybody sitting in a parked car with their lights off if you don't know what the situation is. If you're going out there to confront them, there's no need for that. No matter if you got the Ring camera, that's not going to protect you. That's not going to be a deterrent from anybody that has ill will or harm towards you. Coming to, do what they want to do to you or whatever. There's no reason for you to go out there and confront them about that at all. Number 2, you got to be careful with where you live. You cannot let any and everybody know where you live when you have a public profile. You're a public figure where you're doing things in the limelight. You got stuff going on, so you're a public figure to a certain extent. You got to keep your residence and your location as low key or quiet and secretive as possible. There's no reason why too many people should know where you live or where you stay and lay your head at. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Like I said, we learning on this one. Dropping some game from what I've learned in the streets of Chicago and how things go and transpire and what to do and what not to do. I'm blessed to have made it out of Chicago. I'm blessed to have made it to the age of 49. I was in the streets. I was also in the music business, and it's no joke. But and number 3, the situation was, as you can see, I guess he had his own firearm. Because as you can see, I guess he didn't get a chance to get it because he had it in his pocket or whatever. But you walking outside into a scenario or a situation where you think it's dangerous, you're not sure what they got going on. If you do have a firearm and you do feel the need to go out there and confront them and check out the scene, you need to have that firearm in the open. You need to have that firearm ready. You need to be ready to use it. You need to expect and be ready for them if they have a firearm for them to use it or whatever. So you have to be ready. You don't go out hiding it, tucking it, none of that. You need to go out there with it clear as day to let them know, look, I ain't playing no games. I ain't on no bullshit. You in front of my residence. You need to move. You need to go. You need to have the draw on them before they can have the draw on you. And he went up to a vehicle that he didn't know none of the occupants in the vehicle. He was way too close on that vehicle. He was leaned into the car talking to them. Basically kind of arguing with them. And you don't know what the scenario is. This shit goes on way too much in our communities and in Chicago and Philly and Atlanta, just all over the United States and the black communities, and it's a tragic, it's a damn shame. It makes no sense. So this brother made 3 terrible mistakes that cost him his life. He saw it on Ring camera. He felt the need to go out there and confront them, and he didn't know what was going on. That's scenario number 1. Number 2, he walked up to the car that he didn't know the occupants in, and he's leaned into the car arguing with these young men, and he don't know them. He don't know what they got in the car, what they could be up to, or any of that. That's number 2. And number 3, he walked out there with his firearm hidden, tucked away. No, if you're that scared, if you're that fearful that you feel the need to go out there and confront them, and you think they're up to no good, or they mean you harm, you need to have that firearm out so they can see it, and you got to drop on them and let them know, no, you need to go, you need to move from my residence, go. You got to cover them and tell them to get on, go. If you got a firearm, you can't go out there scared. You got to go out there and let it be known. You have to, young man. This is way too many scenarios like this. Way too scenarios. The video of that young man getting shot up like that is horrible. It's a horrible video. I hope his family gets justice. I hope they find who the perpetrators was of this crime. But the culture, man, the culture of what's going on, man. It's not all black culture, but there are certain segments of the culture that just need to be wiped out or need to be restarted. They need to be done over. They need to go. We can't hide this. I think this young man was on like an anti-violence I guess campaign or program with his music, trying to be positive, trying to shed another light, out there besides what's the typical light that they shed on young black men. But this is a horrible situation, tragic situation. It's happening way too often, and the shit need to stop. The shit need to stop. But let's continue with the video and just see the outcome of it. I hate to show something like this, but it can be used as a learning tool, and that's what we're doing. We're not trying to exploit the video. It was on YouTube or whatever. Like I say, fair use, learning purposes, but we're not trying to exploit this young man's tragic demise. But there are things in this video that we can learn from, or what not to do when you're in certain environments, certain situations, or you have certain inclinations or feelings that something is going on, something's wrong, and it's not the way it should have went down at all. But I'll finish playing the video.
Oh my God! Walmart! I just stole this dumbass! Walmart! Oh my God! Hurry up, man!
His music was a plea to stop the violence. Last night, he became the latest homicide victim in Philadelphia.
28-year-old Derek Gant, also known by his rap name Fat G's, was gunned down on a Broytown street on the same block where he lived with his family.
Monday night, the big story on Action News is the investigation into the violent death of a young man who used his lyrics to spread a message of peace.
Tonight, he's being remembered by his family, his community, and his fellow musicians.
Action News reporter Annie McCormick live for us now at police headquarters with more on the victim and what police are learning through the investigation, Annie.
Yeah, and Shari and Rick, that victim was shot multiple times right in front of his home. Police scooped him and rushed him to Penn Presbyterian Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. And today, homicide detectives are still working to figure out who is responsible.
Killers all in my city can't get enough of it.
28-year-old rapper PHAT G's is remembered today in the music world. Meek Mill tweeted this about his untimely passing. Popular radio host Mina Say What Lona first interviewed him 10 years ago.
Yo, bro, we going back to the studio.
It's just really heartbreaking that this young man was literally advocating against the senseless violence that ultimately he was the victim of.
It was just last fall when he dropped this song, No Gun Zone, about curbing gun violence. His friends and family know him as 28-year-old Derek Gant.
He was a good dude, you know. All yesterday, all together yesterday praying at the masjid all day. He doing his good deeds, trying to feed the homeless.
10 p.m. Sunday, right in front of his Brewery Town home in the 1200 block of North Taney Street, Gant was shot to death. At least a dozen shots were fired. His mother was inside. Today out front, his friends and family surrounded his imam.
That's what, one of the last things that, he died doing, trying to repair the damage that sadly the culture's caused.
Investigators have video of Gant speaking to someone in the passenger side of a vehicle on the street before the shots rang out. That vehicle then fled. At this hour, police have no arrests.
Too many people are dying. Time for excuses are over.
And you can see the outpouring of support.
So like I said, rest in peace to that young man, but that was definitely a tragic situation. And he reminds me a little bit of me. I see that he was doing music and videos about putting the guns down, stopping the gun violence, and things of that nature. And that's where I was going with my music. My music was Elevation Nation. I was letting these brothers know, man, it's time to, elevate your life. The drug game is over, selling dope is over, gang banging is done with. We got to start elevating ourselves and move to a higher level, a higher plane of thinking. And that was my message in my music when I was in the music industry and things like that. And I felt like an anomaly in the game. It was not a lot of artists on that type of time and that level when I was in the game, and I felt out of place. Everybody's not on your type of level of conscious and your thinking, and you have to watch yourself. You have to watch your surroundings. You have to be aware of what's going on around you. And that was like a tragic situation that happened to that young man. You don't ever want to see something like that go down, especially when the young man is he's trying to he's being positive. He's being positive with what he's trying to do, and he's trying to make a change. And they didn't even allow him to grow and to make that change and to go into what he come into before someone in his own neighborhood that looked like him came and cut him down, stopped him before he can get to where he had to go. So this shit is enough of it. We need to clean out the whole music industry, the whole rap game. There's too many lame ass niggas, excuse my French, a lot of lame ass niggas in the music game perpetuating that bullshit. Too many people in the community are buying into it. If we stop listening to it, we stop supporting it, they wouldn't make it because it wouldn't make no money. So it goes both ways. The artists got to change up with what they doing and what they putting out there to the community, and the community has to change up what they support and what they choose to put their dollars in and what they choose to uplift or put to the forefront. It has to stop all the way around. Enough of that. It's time out for that bullshit. It definitely is. So, God Body Sean, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section what you think about this. It's time out for this. It's too much of this going on. It's whack. It's whack. But like I said, drop a comment in the comment section. Hit that alerts bell, notification bells. Share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Is it time out for the rap music to go into a different direction? What we got to do to clear up some of this? Because there's too many of us being killed and just lost. Either lost to the jail system or lost to the streets, and it shouldn't be like that. But I'll check y'all on the next one. We learned something from this video. Elevation Nation Tribe, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. We take situations and issues and topics, and we see how we can learn from it so we can add it to our life and we can grow from it, continue building and getting better. I try not to add to the nonsense on YouTube. I try to play my part in the game, play my part in it. I'm about elevation. It's about motivation, moving up, getting to the money, taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, educating yourself, and that's what it's about. So Elevation Nation Conversations, that's what we're about. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll check y'all on the next one. Peace.
I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Elevation Nation Conversations, God, Body, Sean.